Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, the Conclave, and I've been having our oldest colonists go through age reversal cycles. The Solarian got back from a little resource mission, so we're in the middle of unloading it, and I put a bunch of plans down. So, originally I was going to have this be like astrofuel production, but we've kind of co-opted that space for some things. So I think we'll do the astrofuel production here. Not quite sure what we're going to do in this space yet. We're going to make our therapists actually have like a proper counseling room. We have plenty of people who can do therapy work, so we'll do 2 rooms. We'll do a private quarters here. This is going to be sleeve storage. This will be stack and sleeve work. This will be a large barracks. The more private rooms down here. Not sure what we'll use this laboratory space for. I think we're working on Starflight basics, and then we'll start working on the antimatter annihilation stuff. If there's a laboratory requirement for any of that stuff, then we will put it in that space. Down here, we've got more private bedrooms. We're going to open up this space into kind of the main corridor. But we'll need to make sure everything is like vac sealed first. I did go the route of just kind of doing the exterior in the mechanoid platform and then the interior in heavy bridges to save some resources. And we are slowly creeping back the scrap engine just so that we can see like how much space we got. If we go to planning mode, how much space do we actually have down that way? Oh, we have a crazy amount of space. I built towards like the top of the map. Yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. So we have plenty of room to play around with here. I think I'm going to let them catch up on building, catch up on unloading here. Are we still scanning? And then we're going to head down to the surface. We're going to do some kind of quest. I think I'm curious about the CryptoForge scanning site. Also know that there's something else going on. But yeah, I haven't done the CryptoForge quest at all, so I guess we'll start working on that. I think we'll take the Athenax down. We're still kind of working on armor for... we'll take the Solare down. We're still kind of working on armor for the Athenax crew. We're getting them cataphract helmets so that they can be kind of creepy with their red cloaks and their black armor, faceless black armor. Damianis, since he's the captain, we're going to make him a prestige helm, prestige cataphract helm, so he'll look just slightly different, but still have like the face fully covered. I think we've slowed down on armor because we're probably really light on components, right? Yeah, advanced components. No, we're all right on components for now. I do want to crank those up. So let's go 75, say 60. Components, I just kind of have a small bill for that because we're bringing, 200 or 300 components back from each kind of like a resource jump that we're doing. Where is the prestige cataphract helmet? Let's like bump that to the top of the list for a moment. Let's increase the number of charge rifles that we're making. Actually, can we make laser weaponry? Yeah, we can. Let's get rid of the charge rifle. Let's move into lasers. Okay. I don't know what the Tesla gun does. We're going to make one. We're going to make a mini laser gun. A laser minigun. Sniper rifle and that. Let's do... we have one. Let's go... Paste. And where do I want to stick those laser weapons? We will stick them right there so that they are very visible. Oh, nice. I already thought of that. Did I think of the Tesla? I did. Perfect. Those aren't going to be great against mechanoids. They will be great against anomaly horrors and humans, though. So we'll get slowly swapped over to those. I haven't actually run pawns with laser weapons in a while. Maybe we'll have the Athenax crew with the laser weapons, and then we'll swap the Solare crew over to like antimatter weaponry once we get that researched. But that is going to be the plan for the day. We are going to get a ton of stuff built, and then we'll come back when the ship is empty, and we will head down to the surface. Well, I was hoping that we could land on the tile, but we can't. So we're going to caravan over, form our caravan, except we'll bring all the people, travel supplies, we got some packaged survival meals. I think that should be fine. Let's go ahead and hit send. And I guess if we're going to be hanging out on this tile for a bit, we might as well grab whatever we can on it. So we'll unrestrict you guys. Is there any ore? There is some gold. Perfect. These guys arriving shortly, and then we will check out this CryptoForge scanning site. The other quest item is this buried bunker down here that's nearby. It's going to be very chilly. That being said, all of these guys are like vacuum ready. So I think they have a tolerance of like -70 to -90. This has what? Rain temperature, -56 is the max. So even if there's a cold snap, you know, might get down to like -70 or 80. I think we would be fine. Okay, we have arrived. There are some ancient shielded turrets. Oh, interesting. Shielded? Oh, maybe just like armored. I also see they're like frozen minefield signs. So I'm a little worried about that. How they're everywhere. Okay. Well, can we claim the door? No, we can't. But maybe we have just like Focus and Chili headed. They do have shields. Focus and Chili have 3 shields each, right? So if we can find a good path with those two, why don't you guys just come up, do the sign. You guys also have multiple shields, right? Yeah, they have the mechanoid combat gear, and then they have their belts. I think it should be fine. Why don't you guys bust the door open? Turret taken care of. Let's just go like a couple at a time. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? We have a scanning relay, initiate scan. Initiate scan, okay. Let's initiate the scan. Do our characters need to interact with that? They do. Marine, you're also really good at research. Raid. Naratoth Mechhive. Okay. We can finish the scan. We can probably get off the map. Maybe quickly. Oh, I have to walk through the minefield. Okay. These turrets might slow us down a little bit, but let's make our way that way. And we'll just get like right out of here. Okay. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Okay. Well, I'm curious if there were actually like mines there, or if that was just like some like head game to psych you out. Okay, Cristobal off, Zoe off. You guys are gonna tear that thing up. Okay, enter that site. Did we get like a quest complete? I wasn't even paying attention. Messages. Caravan. Scan will take some time. Wait, did we leave without completing the scan? we left without completing the scan. Oh, no. Oh, too dangerous to enter for 24 hours. Oh, no. What a silly, silly mistake. Okay, so scan one at a time. Actually, we'll send like one person in, then we'll land the ship, and then we'll have the ship as kind of like a defense point. Okay, I know what we're doing. Well, our caravan is out sleeping for the night, and we're being raided. We got one wave of these tribals. This next wave is chasing our tunnelers, but these mechanoids have decided to like join the fray. Oh, there was a third wave. Nice small waves. That is fine. Okay, I'm trying to get the mechanoids inside. Do we still have a stockpile there? No, they just have not hauled that to wherever. This guy full? That's why. Okay. One of our tunnelers down. Whole slew of tunnelers coming in. And these guys took out a pikeman. Oh, they're not tribals. It's the Burnt Ledger. It's pirates, okay. They just like went down so fast over here. I assumed pirates. Okay, so that's good. The ship defending itself is beautiful. It's perfect. I am gonna make some changes. So I removed all the guns from the Athenax just because it was annoying to have to like keep steel, uranium, and plasteel on the ship in order to refuel them. So we're gonna replace those all with probably just like lasers as well. And then we need to increase the range on these guys. So I think we're gonna do some moving around of some of this stuff. So we can put some medium engine right here. And because we have the giant thruster, if we activate this, we can see that we have a ton of extra tiles. So I might make it just slightly wider and maybe slightly longer. So we can get a couple more medium thrusters on the side and just like uncramp it. We'll do the same thing to the Solarian. Okay, so pirates took out the mechanoids and fled, and then this guy just like 3 left. Okay, our caravan has arrived. And the ship successfully defended itself. You guys are unrestricted. We'll let you guys rest and things. Hopefully these guys drop some meals, and then we'll head back out to like go properly do that quest. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a forbidden. There we go. Okay, a little cheesy, but there are mines. That is neat to know. Where do we want to land our ship? Obviously not on anything that's going to hurt the ship. And I don't want it too close to the edge. Oh, the water. Okay. That's great. And then focus, where are you at? Let's get you coming around the long way. Let's confirm our landing spot. Some of these turrets... Oh no, they're fine. Perfect. Okay, so the turrets are not under roof, so our ship, our guns can technically see over the roof with the way that the mod is currently configured, and was able to take all those turrets out. This one's a busted shield turret. Let's get you guys wandering down this way, and oh, actually, we can just walk right in without having to bust the door open. Let's do take 2. Okay, Cristobal, why don't you go ahead and initiate the scan? And Marine, you can go ahead and initiate the scan. Do we have like a scanning program? Okay, had to hit the button. Initiate the scan. Okay. Well, there's no scanning progress. Do we need to maybe just defeat the mech hive? Maybe defeating the mechs will, like, get us a message that said, oh, the scan's now complete. Okay, let's take a look here. Shields, we are within our shields. Let's do a marksman command. Back up just a little bit, just to bait them closer. Okay, let's head this way. And help this side of the ship out. Oh, this guy's within our shield, so he is actually taking shots at the two. You guys head up that way. Oh. Took care of it. Perfect. Why don't you guys go ahead and search and destroy with your Zeus hammers? Okay. We defeated those guys. Scanning for frozen relay. Maybe we just hang out until it tells us that it finds the frozen relay? We will, I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and just restrict you guys in the ship so you don't, like, step on any mines or anything. And we'll hang out and see what it does. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cryptoforge bow and the Cryptoforge stern. Jump to the wreckage. Okay, so there's that one. And then jump to this one. Okay, that's more wreckage. Oh, that's the North Pole. Okay, so we got one on the south, we got one on the north, right? What it looks like. Okay, ship, are you ready to jump again? No, not for 5 more hours. We will hit up this plasteel node and then we'll head down this way. And we will see what we can get. So that's the bow. And then this was the stern. So this thing like fell apart in space. And half of it went to the North Pole and half of it down south. That is crazy. Well, we had Focus Brave the Cold. And now we're trying to land our ship here. Anywhere we land is going to be some kind of crash. We haven't had like a crash landing before. So I am a little curious to see kind of like what that means for the ship. I'm just trying to find like the best spot. Like where we're going to do the least damage. I just don't think there is really a best spot for the ship. Okay, I don't want our engines to get damaged. Don't want our grav core to get damaged. Okay, what if we... This might be it. Can we land there? This landing location will be considered a crash. Will damage the grav ship. There are some gnarly looking insects here. We got a mega midge. Not actually a midge. The mega midge is a genetically engineered giant insectoid adapted for extreme cold. In freezing temperatures, deadly cryogenic blades extend from its limbs, allowing it to deliver devastating slashes that inflict deep wounds and crippling crypto slowdown. However, when exposed to warmth, its blades retract and it becomes sluggish and far less dangerous. What else do we have on this map? We have an ice crawler, medium-sized. A couple more of those guys. Okay, so the ice crawlers and the midges and frozen hives. We have some weapons that are busted and we got a ship. Okay, so we're landing pretty close to the entrance. Focus, why don't you come down this way? And I guess we'll see how this goes. Landing in this location will be considered a crash. Any highlighted structures underneath the grav ship will damage any structures on the grav ship in corresponding locations. The substructure may also become damaged and will need replacing before the next launch. Some indestructible objects underneath may completely destroy the substructure and anything on it. Consider picking a different location. Okay, let's go back. So that, like, the steam geyser, probably not where we want that to be. Okay. I guess we go for it. Our next launch is going to be really limited unless we mine that out, but our next launch is probably going to be pretty limited because the ship's going to take some damage. Okay, so we lost some mech rechargers. That's fine. We can rebuild those. Everything else looks all right. Focus. Let's have you head down this way. Oh, focus. Let's have you go this way, my dude. Let's have you do a jump. Let's have you do another jump. And then you guys can all meet up together. Oh, come on. Come on, dude. Focus and chili. Let's force the door open. Head on in. Any more insects? No. I'm sure there are plenty inside the ship. I'm sure that this may be part of the reason why this ship crashed. Can we deconstruct? Scavenge huge twisted metal. Crystal. Scavenge. Let's see what that looks like. Let's get our mechs unrestricted. And let's mine some of this out. Let them mine some compacted machinery. Let's see if there are any precious ores on the map. Some silver. You guys can do that stuff while we investigate this guy. Chili, why don't you force that door open? Yeah, I guess let's head in. Marine, force this one. Go, you force this one. Focus, you get in front. Cristobal, you back up. Head to the next one. Oh, so many things to shoot in the ship. Go ahead. Oh, no, just... Can you not walk? Oh, okay. Go here. Oh, focus. You go here. You guys back up. Okay, let's go. Tilly, force that door open. Focus, you can force this door open. You guys just not walk past it? Okay, I don't know why it wasn't just like letting us walk on it, but there we go. Back up, back up. Okay, armor is holding up pretty well. Ilya's ancient airlock, frozen life support. Cristobal, where are you going, my dude? No. Okay. We got quite a bit to explore here. Chili and Cristobal, you guys, or not Chili and Cristobal, but Chili and Focus, you guys up front, of course. Twisted plasteel. Oh! Okay, so Zoe, why don't you scavenge that? I want to see what that looks like. I wasn't paying attention when we had Cristobal do it earlier. Okay. Oh. Okay. That is not bad. So, well, I guess we'll wait until we reveal the whole map to do that. But we got plasteel, we got twisted metal. That advanced components. Okay. Interesting way to do loot. I really like that. Okay, Focus and Chili. Oh, not everyone. Focus and Chili up front. Okay, ancient black box. That is the reason that we're here, most likely. Why don't you go ahead and study it? You guys can continue pressing forward. Oh, that was a lot. They're gonna head towards the ship, which is fine. I would much rather them head towards the ship than us. Ship can take care of itself. Oh, we got toxic waste everywhere. Hey, you've successfully completed the quest, the Cryptoforge Bow. I think we just have like one more room to take a look at. Okay, Cristobal, you can join them. Okay, anything to do here? No. Okay, you guys are good to go. Let's grab all of these plasteel. There's 11. We'll scavenge twisted plasteel, grab all these components and scavenge those. Are there any that are just like regular components? Not that I see. I'm not too worried about the metal. Oh, twisted components. There we go. Scavenge all those. We are loaded up with metal. So we will finish scavenging this. Then we will get back to the space station. Probably going to take us a couple hops to get there. Did you guys hit the lifter? No. Lifter's all right. Great job. Okay, so not necessarily heading right back to the ship. Looks like we got things rebuilt, repaired. We moved all the toxic waste. We'll just like leave it out here. I also removed roof here. But we have, like, I noticed that there's like a red glow here. So I'm curious what could be back there. Let's go ahead and claim that. Can we? No, we can't. It doesn't have any hit, so we can't break into it. What if we try mining? So there's like a door here. I wonder if there's like a door over here. Let's go ahead and let's do something like that. Focus and Chili. Can we attack? We'll send them up and we'll just see. So we can claim it, but it has no hit points, so I assume we can't destroy it. Yeah, okay. You guys are fine. Area revealed. Well, we'll see if we find anything. We have indeed found something. Can't go there. Why don't you force that open? You force this open, and you force that open. We also got some more twisted plasteel. Oh, everyone back up, and let's slow that down. Okay, focus and really, you guys can search and destroy. Everyone else. Look, there's barracks. Okay. Another barracks. Okay. Have you guys pop in over there. And a frozen restart generator. Restart the crypto generator. It has the fuel to run continuously for 3 days, after which it will critically melt down. A strong energy signature is bound to attract the mechanoid hive. We have no reason to do that, so we'll just leave that as is. We'll scavenge what else we can scavenge, and then we will head home. And we're finally landed on a wood logging camp on our way back up. So we brought some wood with us. Changes up here. We have made this our oxy algae grow room. Converted most of this to rice, and then we just have some devil strand growing down here at the bottom. We're growing bamboo over here so that we have a steady supply of wood coming in. And I have set up an astrofuel synthesizer and some astrofuel tanks over this way. We do have it set so that these pipes kind of like manage the network. What do I want to do? I want to go ahead and stop making astrofuel manually. So we'll let that handle our astrofuel. And then I also put in a battery bank just because occasionally we are running low on power. So having power surge to increase the level of our batteries while kind of alternating overdrives has been handy. We do have a bioferrite generator that's producing 4,000 watts. I'm thinking that we'll get that put in here for kind of the rework of the Athenax. And we have made some good progress down here. So this is where the grav engine will be, because max from that is right there. So that gets us to the tippy top. And so the very back of the ship can be here. We can still do, we have one more grav field extender being installed. We can install 8 more. I don't think we have the grav core for it. Oh, we do have a grav core. 8 more. So we'll put one right there. We can just like put all of these down actually. And then maybe we'll move that there, and we'll move that one there. And we'll see if we want to arrange those elsewhere to get us like more space, but that's already almost 2,000 tiles with 8 more. So that's going to be like 2,500 tiles. And once we get engines on this thing, that'll increase the tile count even more. So as just like the basic grav ship, it's going to be a very, very good size. What else is going on? We do need a way to take the astrofuel out of the network. Do we? I guess we do. So let's do grav ship. Let's do an astrofuel tap and an astrofuel drain right there. barracks is built up. We're going to be building these bedrooms up. We'll get everyone a bed on the space station. We'll mark that as their like primary bed. And then I'm not quite sure what we're doing with all this space yet. You know, we are growing bamboo. We got indoor tree sowing. We do have a couple of dryad seeds, so we could do like a little dryad garden down here and then maybe get rid of our bamboo growing. And we're not growing tons of it, but we'll see. And then this is potentially a dock for another ship. I'm thinking that it'll be this ship that gets docked over here. So I'm gonna have to think about that shape a little bit as we design this ship out. We could potentially build a sister ship for it, but this grav ship alone is just so resource intensive, and I still want to build a grav hull. We have plenty more space to extend out if the grav hulk ends up being significantly bigger. I don't know if it'll be much longer. Like, yeah, probably the diameter from the grav hulk engine will be bigger, so we can place these guys further out. So it will end up being potentially a little longer on or have the ability to be longer. So we'll see how that goes. But I am pretty excited that we were able to complete 2 quests today. Tomorrow, I don't think we'll take the ship since it was such a hassle to land the ship. But we can take the shuttle, so we'll probably stick with the crew of the Solar, and we will take our shuttle, which we have parked out here on our other shuttle landing bay. The space station, for the most part, walls and foundation are complete. It's just really kind of filling it out and getting our laboratories created and figuring out what other spaces do we need in the space station. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye!